What's up, my people? An American judge just made America great again, at least temporarily, by upholding the Constitution above the president's executive order. Ladies and gentlemen, a federal judge has temporarily blocked President Trump's executive order that tried to end a constitutional guarantee of birthright citizenship, regardless of the parent's immigration status. Huge shout out to the 84-year-old judge. He said that he's never seen such a blatant unconstitutional order. Guys, the significance of what this judge did, as in putting a temporary restraining order on the president's executive order, and the fact that he did it quickly, shows how democracy is supposed to work. Like, nobody even protested, they just went straight to court. See, if we have strong institutions, then the constitution is supposed to be a respecter of no persons, not even the president, and that is what we need to work on as well in Africa, which is why Obama said Africa doesn't need strong men, it needs strong institutions. Like, think about it. Can this happen in many of our African countries, that a judge will say no to the president, what you're trying to do is against the constitution? You know, there are so many African countries though that are trying. Mauritius, Botswana, even in South Africa, despite the fact that their present president has had several corruption allegations. Remember that they arrested their former president Jacob Zuma. They even jailed him for some time. I mean, the fact that they arrested him and jailed him, even if the whole thing was a ceremonial display, the fact that it happened is huge, because we've seen so many African leaders that literally changed the constitution just for them to be able to stay in power beyond their constitutionally allowed term limits. We've seen this happen in Togo, in Cameroon, in Uganda, in Equatorial Guinea, and so on and so forth. And in Nigeria, the president has always been above the law. So much so that when Goodluck Jonathan considered defeat that time, it was like a shock to many people. They didn't expect, but that is how it's supposed to be. I mean, remember during Buhari's tenure, a high court in Abuja had granted IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu bail. The federal government under Buhari refused to release him or grant him access to medical care. Tinubu has also been president now for more than a year and a half, and his government has also refused to release Nnamdi Kanu. A federal high court also ordered Buhari's administration to make public how they are spending the recovered looted funds. They did not comply, and Tinubu's government is no different. There has been so many arbitrary arrests, detentions, and assaults on the media under his government, and his government is like trying to completely take away our right to peaceful protest. Look at the effort that they put into stopping people from participating in the end hunger protest, telling all these traditional leaders to talk to young people to stay home. Like, they're willing to go any length just to stop people from protesting. So the Nigerian government is frequently disrespecting the courts, disobeying court orders, which continues to undermine democracy and the rule of law in Nigeria. And the sad thing is, this has created fear in the mind of people. Like, who wants to sue the president? Who wants to sue Tinubu? They may actually win, but the fact that he's the president, they don't even want to go there. But that's not the case in so many countries that are developing. They respect the constitution more than the person in power. In the case of Donald Trump, he knew what the constitution says. He knew before he gave the executive order. So of course he will fight back. This case may get to the Supreme Court, I don't know. And quite frankly, I don't know who would win at the end of the case. But for now, a judge has put a temporary hold on it, once again upholding the constitution above the president's will. Let me know what you guys think about this. Is there any lesson that we can learn from this? Is there anything that we can implement in African countries? And one of the reasons why it's easier here to challenge the federal government is because the states are autonomous. Our Nigerian governors, how many of them can challenge the president? All of them are looking for the president's favor. They can't even publicly say that they oppose something that the president does, which is not so here. If a governor is not in support of what the president is doing, they make it known publicly. So I think we need to start by stop making the federal government too powerful. I think the federal government is too powerful in Nigeria, so we need to start from that decentralizing power. Let me know what you guys think about this. Don't forget to subscribe if you're yet to. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, X, and Instagram. Until next time, I'm gonna see you later. Peace out.